everybody! Tired. Came to bed very late and copycat. Christian was up earlier than me because he's like, oh, I have to go take my deck out in the mold. He was so excited to take it out already, so he's ruined it. No, he hasn't. I like to tease him. He's like, I think everything breaks whenever it does. We're going now to take the sander out and try and sand it out so you can have the shape and put some holes in it as well. And he can click it at home. But I'm also going to show him how I sand the deck, so he got a full idea about how I do the business. So let's go out and do that now. Alrighty, so Chris's new mold and the new deck. It looks very promising. Really nice. And I made a smaller concave than I normally do because I think we don't need to have such an extreme concave. So if you do this and put something over, you can see we have a concave, but it's more mellow. It means it's not so high as mine is on my killer kicks. If you look at these, put that here instead. That's like a really high concave. So yeah, I'm gonna help take the sand out now, and Christian is going to sand this out, but I'm also going to open this one. It's made of the very little zebra wood I have. I don't have much, but it looks really awesome. So yeah, I also got a blue ply in the middle. You probably can't see that. Christian's just in the toilet, and I'm taking him home shortly. And his new deck came up nice with the mold I made for him, or helped him with. Well, I made all of it. But this is the new mold for him. So NOIR Fingerboards will come out whenever he's starting to get used to making the decks and stuff like that. Probably take a bit longer because he hasn't got all the tools that I unfortunately are lucky enough to have. But he will probably get something later on, so he can also sand the decks out much quicker and stuff like that, which I do. It helps a lot when you got all the right tools for it. Really helps. I'm just clearing away now before we go away. If you guys look at this here, Christian made that for me, and it's funny. It's because it's one of those thick ones, but it's his own first product and really cool. And you can see actually, it's my eyes. There's my face in the background, and there's some other things as well. I sit with a camera. You can probably spot my hand there, and there's a round lens there. Came out much darker, but on the graphics itself, it looks really cool. Fun little memory. I also have the first deck Sebastian made just to keep it as a memory about people's different progress, because it's also people making decks from inspiration from me, which is cool. And I had a father and his son wrote to me an email yesterday, which I'm really pleased to. I think it was Jason and Logan, where they said thank you for my videos because I inspired them to make decks, and him and his son made their own decks. So I think it's Jason and Logan, definitely. Thank you for writing to me. That really meant a lot. It's cool to see when people can find use of my videos and it's able to make your own decks and stuff like that. I think it's really cool. Yeah, it's okay to go and buy decks, and I know I'm also probably shooting my foot a bit about showing how to make decks when I make decks and sell myself, but not everybody is capable of getting all the stuff to make decks, and not everybody is willing to spend the money and stuff on it. So yeah, alright, but I'm just gonna clear a little bit away, and I'll catch you guys later. You got a bag in your hand. Haha. So guys, heading home. Been at the skate park and hanging out with both Tim and a few other kids out there. Leslie came out as well, but he has bashed his toe about a week ago, and he can't skate then. But he came out and played a little bit of kendama, and I'm just heading home now. It's been fun having Christian around. The only downside of him being a smoker, I can smell it so bad. I don't have anything against people smoking. I'm not just very good at people smoking around me. Even though I'm growing up in a smoker's family. My mum and dad was heavy smokers. My dad quit about 2 years ago when he became diabetic. But still, my mum does, which is a little bit sad and annoying. Yo, cleared up the workshop after Christian was here. It wasn't really that bad. I'm really grateful that he gave me this deck. It's so funny. Probably won't be riding it, but I like the fact that he made it for me, and it's like really hard attempt and stuff like it. You see, he used the counter song. It's so deep. It's so funny. I'm not really gonna set it up. I'm just gonna keep it as a nice memory, as a from one of my friends, which is so funny. So I'm gonna have that around here. But I made another deck, which I'm just gonna sign right now, or not sign, but I'm gonna put my name on it. and it really has come out lovely. It's the Rasta Zebra wood. Let me get some white background so you guys really can see the color. I don't know why camera it has to go so whitish or yellowish. Yeah, but that looks nice. It's clear coated probably. I like clear coats when it's not too shiny. I like it when it has a little bit of, like, you can see there's a little bit of grain from the wood. I like that, and you get that by not giving too many coats and don't do too thick coats. Very thin coats, and you'll get that nice little bit of texture to it, but you don't really feel it. It's just a nice feel. But yeah, I am just going to sign down here micas and then clear coat that on top, so that's going to be looking awesome. I'm going to do that now, and probably going to have a shower, and I'm going to go through a very painful process. When I fell asleep last night, my plug in the nose went out, and well, this morning, so I slept about 6-7 hours without the plug in, and that hole in here retracts quickly. So I'm going to go up have a shower now, warm out my nose just by standing with the warm water run down my face, get my nose warm, and get the skin relaxed and everything. And then I'm going to use some of my vitamin E oil and really get a good massage on that, and then I will have to force myself to get that bloody thing back in again, and that is going to hurt like a mofo, because it always does. Stretching your nose can be bad, but as I said, when you stretch your nose, it is not allowed to bleed. It can be sore, it can be tender, but it should not bleed. And it should not be so painful you can't hold it out. I mean, so you can't do it. Just a second. Woo! Come on. It's cold outside. You come in here for a minute. We're going in soon again. But yeah, stretching nose septum is really hard, and also because when I came a couple of sizes ago, the skin where you get the septum done, just to clarify to you guys, is if you touch in here, which I call this the nose band. If you touch just above that, there's a very soft spot. That's what people call the sweet spot, or most people call it the sweet spot, because it's so soft tissue there. And when they do a nose piercing or septum piercing and they do it there, the needle just whoop pops through, and I mean, I didn't have any pain with mine. People have different thresholds of pain, and some people react a lot to getting pain, or some people also have bigger reactions because they fear of the needle. I was a little bit nervous, but I was also excited when I had mine done, and I was thinking about having mine done from when I was about 17. That's when I wanted my septum, but I always said, nah, I'm not going to do it yet. Kept doing that for about 10 years, and I wasn't about 26, 27 when I got mine, and I haven't regretted it one bit. And I knew it was quite quickly that I wanted to stretch mine. I have double zeros in my ears. This is 10 millimeters, double zeros. If you look here, I don't know if I'm shooting right on it, you can see mine is like actually quite flexible, so I got like, I can easily fit a 12 millimeter in there, 12-13 millimeter. But I won't do it because I don't want the hole to grow bigger. Because if I left those 12-13 millimeters in for a while, then eventually I'll be able to do the same and have that little bit of space again. I'm not in for that. Alright, so enough about piercing stuff. And, oh yeah, and I had mine done professionally, my septum. I went to a very good professional piercer here in Denmark. One of my friends knew the place because she's been actually working there, and she took me there, and they were very helpful. It was a girl doing it on me, and she was so good. Yo, what's up, dudes and dudettes and everybody who watches these videos? Just watching Chris W. He's awesome. He tells a lot about stretching, piercings and all that, and he's an awesome BMX rider as well. Flat ground, do all kind of cool tricks. And I just took the deck up here. It's drying right now. Gave it a bit of clicker. I found a better pen so I can write. You can see the font is much better here than it is on these. If you see a difference, that there's a lot more clumsy to the left, but the right one is really nice. And I actually wrote how many millimeters wide it is. So yeah, that's cool. And this deck here, it's drying on the top, but at the bottom it's the Rasta, which a lot of people likes. That's great. But yeah, I've been trying to stretch up again. Can't do it. I can go to the 6 millimeters, which is where I was before. I've been for a long time. So the last 2 millimeters is going to be hell to get back up again. And
it's just annoying how quickly it retracts, and I don't have any proper stretching lubricant. I only got the vitamin E oil, which I use for maintaining my piercings and keep them nice. And if you have piercings, it doesn't matter if you've got stretches, if you've got normal earrings, you can use it too, just to keep your ears nice and healthy. And use this stuff here. Every day when I go to shower, I take out my tunnels and I wash them under the shower, and I leave them outside to dry, and then I wash my ears with a mild soap. That's usually just like non-allergic soap, and I just give it a quick wash and come out, dry them nicely, just pat them with the towel, and use a little bit of this, like 1 drop on my finger is enough for both ears, and just give them a nice massage for maybe like 30 seconds. It's like little enjoyment time, because it feels so nice when you're like, they get all smooth and rubbery, and you take your jewel and wipe that clean and make sure it's all nice and fresh, and then just gently take from the back and pop it back in. But if you also just have a normal earring, like a little pin, a little hole thing, those studs, you can just pop one of those in and use some of that first. So it's just very nice and healthy for your ears. I don't know if this is true, maybe someone out there, I don't know if anyone else got like stretch piercings and something like that, but I've always been told, or from some people have told me, that because I use this and I massage my ear lobe quite a bit, that's the reason mine is why I've got so much flesh here, which is nice and what they call nice and juicy, because it's big. I have a friend, a girl, which has stretch as well, but her skin is so thin, and she don't dare stretching anymore because she's afraid that it's gonna break. But she never did all this massaging her earlobe. I always kept playing with it and like giving it a massage and warming it up and stuff like that. So I hope that really has helped to get mine to nice and healthy and big. The only problem I have, that stupid septum. Another thing with the septum with me is I haven't got a very big nose. Got like a little petite nose. About all these decks I got here, guys, all my split plies, they will come for sale. Really soon, hopefully. I will. Whoops, noisy. I won't put them on my website. I'm gonna put them on eBay. The reason is because some people will be really ready to pay more for one thing than others, and can I get a little bit more money in per deck, which some people are willing to pay? Well, I'll be happy to do so, to help me cover my expenses of the new molds, which I have paid for. But I haven't sent the final measurements for the shape. I just can't make up my mind how much I want it and stuff. It's really tricky because he sits in one part in the wall and I sit in another part, and he has to make all this. But I'm gonna send him some measurements soon. He's gonna make a virtual deck and show me, and then I will say yes, that is like approximately what I want. And a lot of people apparently like. Let's just go and have a quick look. That's wow, 102 likes in 2 hours. That's good. That's really good. So yeah. Alright, take care guys. See you tomorrow. Peace.